to take Glarb. We're going to look for an answer. We're not looking good here. Let's see if Glarb can find us an answer, at least help us. We do not find it, unfortunately. We're going to draw. It is what it is. I guess we'll go for the Hedge Maze, get rid of this, and we're going to need to see if we can find something off the top here. Oh my god! No way! Specter of Mortality! We needed this so badly. Glarb helps us find it. God, let's go. Glarb is going to stay on the battlefield, and everything else gets, oh, that's a one-sided sweep. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. So it's been a while since I've made a graveyard deck, so let's bring the graveyard deck from the grave. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and just dive right in here. All right, baby, let's see what we got here. We got Glarb, Calamity's Augur. So immediately you already see we're gonna do like a Sultai mid-range type of craziness deck. Got Death Touch. This is the cute little frog wizard noble. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play lands and cast spells from mana value 4 or greater from the top of your library, and you can tap it for 2 surveil 2. So a lot of times what I like about Glarb is you can go for you can put a stop at your upkeep, and then you can kind of like set up what you want to do, and then being able to play lands from the top of your deck is really nice. You will notice we do have kind of like a bigger curve here, so initially it might seem a little bit crazy to have only 24 lands, but because we do have, you know, Glarb itself can surveil 2, get some lands off the top. We also have the Blanchwood Prowler, so you don't really, I think 24 is fine. You don't really need it, and plus all of these bigger spells here are going to get a little bit cheaper, like Overwhelming Remorse. We are going to be filling up the graveyard with, you know, Gnawing Vermin, with the Blanchwood Prowler. 2 Goyfs. I see a lot of decks I see run like 4 Garbs and like 4 Goyfs. I think that's a little bit overkill. I'm actually not even running the Samnophage, the Cruel Samnophage here. I guess I'll kind of just put this up here right now. What is this thing? Yeah, Cruel Samnophage. I don't know, it's a decent card. I just personally, you could run it. I don't know. I'm just personally not. And I'm actually only 2 Goyfs because I want to be able to kick this later in the game. So I don't know, you can kind of play around with this. I think this is like a half pro type. I think it's pretty good, but you could definitely play around with it at your own leisure. I do have a couple 3 Up the Beanstalks. Again, 4 could be a little bit gross versus like aggro, because when you're sitting with an Up the Beanstalk, it's very good for like card advantage, but when you're like against aggro, it's like, oh god, just give me removal. I don't need card advantage. I need to get rid of stuff. So plenty of removal in the deck elsewise, and plus with the Up the Beanstalk, with the Overwhelming Remorse, this costs 5, but it's going to be 1 less for each card. A creature card in your graveyard, it's going to be able to pop off pretty easily. We also have the Hollow Marauder. Again, there's a lot of different things you can do with this deck. There is that one, what's it called? Oh my gosh, it's like writhing something. Yeah, this thing. It just has Death Touch. There's another one too. I think you just want the Hollowing Marauder, to be honest with you. Like, there's so many different avenues you can go with this deck, but I chose to go with Izoni, the center of the web. Absolutely love Izoni. I love Golgari. Whenever Izoni enters or attacks, you may collect evidence for, which is pretty easy, to be honest with you. Very easy for this deck. If you do create 1 black and green spider creature tokens with menace and reach, kind of reminds me of oh god, the Spider Queen. What? I cannot remember. Lolth. Good lord, I got it. Sacrifice 4 tokens, surveil 2, draw 2 cards, you gain 2 life. So just a really nice curve topper here with the Izoni. But there's just, I mean, it is like, this is a pretty good deck here. I love Malcolm. I have no idea why people don't run Malcolm, and because we are running Sultai, there's absolutely no reason to not run blue. I mean, and the Confounding Riddle is like the best card for it, in my opinion, because it has a counter spell, which is wonderful. Or you can just look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard, and of course we want those cards into our graveyard. And for like the later grind of your game, we have Virtual Persistence, so we can just kind of reanimate our stuff later in the game. We do have a Harvester of Misery. Absolutely amazing card, worth the craft. I actually crafted 2 of these bad boys with the Mythic wild cards from the big score. I absolutely do not care. It's got -2/-2, so you get to discard it, and then you get to fill up the grave and its removal, and it gets rid of, you know, the Heartfire Heroes, that kind of stuff here, Cacophony Scamp. So you actually remove their -2/-2, so you don't take any of the damage as well. So I mean, this card is just an all-star here. I also have 1 Specter of Mortality, just because sometimes they do go wide. Some decks do go wide, and it's like, you need a way to kind of just kill everything. So Specter of Mortality, I can even see it going up to 2. I think I'll just keep it at 1 here. Urgent Necropsy, just for some more late game upside, where you can kind of kill everything you want. So I don't know, this deck is absolutely phenomenal. I am a huge fan of it. I don't really have any of the man lands in here, so that's a little bit something to know. If you want to go for Restless Cottage, I think you definitely can. I'm not right now. Maybe I should. I don't know, whatever. This is, like I said, we're just going to kind of run with it and see what we can do. But Glarb makes for an excellent mid-range pile. Oh, one last thing, sorry. Ruthless Negotiation. I see some people not running Ruthless Negotiation. You definitely want to, because we do have a little bit of sneaky discard action here. We do have Ruthless Negotiation, just casting it for 1. Excuse me, as the Hollowing Marauder also discards a card, and then you also get to draw if they don't discard value 4 or greater. But then with all of our milling, you want the Ruthless Negotiation into the graveyard because it has flashback. And not only does it have flashback, the flashback is 5, baby. And with the 5, we go for the Up the Beanstalk, and then again, it goes very, very well. So milling, later in the game, flashback, Up the Beanstalk, you get another draw on top of the draw the flashback gives you. I mean, just chef's kiss, in my opinion. I love Glarb. I love this deck. Sultai fun. Let's go ahead and give a special shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are, I'm really out of breath. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members that do support the channel financially. They mean the absolute world to me, and it's just like I said, it's my dream to become a big-time content creator for the game I love, and we are going to slowly but surely keep doing that. I am not in the Duskmourn access thing, but it is what it is. I don't know how big I gotta be to get into that damn thing, but they will not get me in. It is what it is. We're gonna continue faking it until we make it. I am not giving up, and just keep in mind, only you can help protect the Aether with me. So make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Zeus, hello. All right, we got a Glarb and we got some removal in our opening hand. I mean, we're gonna keep it. There's no way. This is, I think I got a good feeling about this one. It's been such a long time. I've seen Glarb, and I'm like, gosh, a Sultai deck with Glarb just seems super good. Yavimaya Coast, absolutely no worries there. And another Glarb. I am only actually running 3 Glarbs. I actually have looked at a few deck lists, and I saw some that were running like 4. I don't know. I think it's a little bit overkill. I love Glarb, but I think 3 is like the sweet spot. I guess I could have a Snakeskin Veil, so maybe we'll just let them value my color. That's fine. Don't really want to run into a Snakeskin Veil, but... Well, alright, there we go. We don't actually have to worry about that because they're going to just tap out. That makes life easier. Let's go ahead and do this, and yeah, I think we're looking pretty good. Pretty standard start here. And there's our third Glarb, speak of the devil, but that's alright. Alright. Got the Hollow Marauder on the top there. It's always nice being able to look at it. I think we are going to probably block here. Paw Patch Recruit. Given that we do have 3 Glarbs at our disposal, 2 in our hand, I think this is fine. Yeah, let's trade here. It's not great, but like, they're obviously going to be the aggressive deck, so I think we all trade. I know it's not great. I would like to go in for like the Surveil kind of nonsense here, but I think it's fine. So let's do this, see if we can find a land on top. We do not, but it's okay. And now let's see what they do here. I mean, just let 20 life. They obviously are the aggressor here. Evangelist, I don't love to see that. See if we got a top land. We do. We got an island on the top. So it's kind of nice. Let's go ahead and play that. Prowler. Now that we are alleviated from sickness on Glarb, we can kind of do like the whole tap at our upkeep step. So I think right now we're just gonna kind of like chill, right? I mean, there's nothing really else to do here. It really sucks that they have the recruit and an evangelist. That's a lot of pressure. I kind of like our play line here, though. Like we're just kind of playing as a control deck essentially, because they're being very aggressive. So that battle cry is annoying. I think I'm gonna have to take out the battle. Okay, that's not great. Oof, it's not great. That's okay. Oh, that's actually much better than it could have been. So this is, I mean, again, it's basically like another instance of like battle cry essentially with the War and War Leader. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do the Glarb now. I think we can just ditch both of these. I don't think we really need the Prowler or a tap land. That doesn't seem very good here, honestly. So I'm gonna put a stop at my upkeep. And we're gonna have to do this. I know that they have the 2 Paw Patch recruits, which is like really gross, but we still have to do it. Like I can't just like, we have to thin out the board. It's still better than not doing it. So yeah, we got 2 Paw Patch recruits here. Oh yeah, it's not great. But it's gonna have to be done. It just has to be done here. So we do that. I'm gonna have to do it, and I'm actually gonna discard. Let's discard the Glarb. I don't want to pay any more life than I have to, because our life total is going to be the most precious thing in this matchup. So we already have one Glarb. I think we could just kind of we got another one. So it kind of goes back into the other point here I was making. I think 3 Glarbs is the sweet spot. I think 4 is like a little crazy, a little crazy to me. But let's go ahead and we put a stop here. That Gnawing Vermin is not going to be enough. Yeah, it's just not going to be good enough here. And another land. Okay. I mean, we do have the Hollow Marauder, but let's go ahead and just... Oh, another land. Oh my god, gross. But we do have a Hollow Marauder. Let's go ahead and at least get him to discard. Most likely we'll be able to draw a card. Alright, so cool. And then we have another land on top. Not the greatest thing. I mean, if they go super wide here, this is going to get real not great. We have a couple of board wipes here. At our disposal. We've got the Specter. And then we have the, oh god, I can't remember. What the hell? Can't remember the name offhand. Let's go and put a stop at our upkeep here, because this is a lot of pressure. Alright, let's go ahead and block you, but we're taking a lot of damage here. Yeah, bang, bang, bang. We need one of our 5 drops here. We essentially just need a 5 drop, so we're going to take Glarb. We're going to look for an answer. We're not looking good here. Let's see if Glarb can find us an answer, at least help us. We do not find it, unfortunately. We're going to draw. It is what it is. Main, I guess we're going to have to... Let's not do the... I guess we'll go for the Hedge Maze, get rid of this, and we're going to need to see if we can find something off the top here. Oh my god! No way! Specter of Mortality! We needed this so badly. Glarb helps us find it. No way! Oh my god! Let's go! Specter of Mortality. This is so amazing because we're gonna get rid of 3 cards here, 3 creatures, and everything else is gonna get -3/-3. So we're gonna be able to keep our Glarb. Yeah, I want to make sure we are good to go. Glarb is going to stay on the battlefield, and everything else gets... Oh, that's a one-sided sweep. Glarb helps us find the Specter of Mortality. They give us an oops. Hey. Cheers, baby. Cheers. Let's go. Oh my god, that was so clutch. I got so excited. I didn't even put a stop at my upkeep, because I just was so excited. So, whew, all right, that was amazing. I guess it's better late than never. Hollow Marauder, we can just cast that now. Sure. Yeah, sure. Why not? We get to just cast it off of the top for free. So, Beanstalk. How do we want to play this? I think we'll go for Hedge Maze. What's the... I mean, it's the same thing as like yeah, we get rid of it, I guess, instead of like just access to it with the Glarb, so whatever. Up the Beanstalk. Sure. I think we're good to go, man. Oh my gosh, that was a huge tempo swing. It's not over, but like, so let's go and put a stop at our upkeep. Let's go, bang. Let's do the Glarb. Like I said, I was so excited I missed it on that last time, but it's okay. Glarb, let's see if we can get an Izoni. If we can get like an Izoni, I mean, we're probably already won, to be completely honest with you, but Izoni would be really fun. Gnawing Vermin, now we don't need that stuff. Don't need that stuff. Ooh, we could actually, like, that's what I like about this. We're gonna do this at instant speed, and we haven't even drawn yet. Like, we have not draw. Let's go that. Bang. Let's go. Instant speed stuff. We'd like that. And now we can draw. Confounding Riddle. That's fine. We could actually go for Confounding Riddle before we draw, which is something to know, but I think we'd just rather keep it. In case they have something super crazy, I think we'll just keep it for the counter aspect. So let's get another Beanstalk. Ooh, and then, oh my god, I think we're just looking absolutely beautiful here. I guess we could go in for a Beanstalk and then just hold the Confounding Riddle. I guess I committed to the counter spell, so we don't really rely on a whole lot of counter magic, but we definitely have it. And we got Amalgam off the top as well. I mean, like I said, I think we're just kind of playing with our food now, but looking good to me. Let's see what we got here. Burrow Guard Mentor. This card is an absolute menace in drafts. Good lord, that Mentor is really good. That's fine, up to a 2/2. Don't really care about that. I'm gonna go for the Confounding Riddle. Let's see if we can find something. I want to find my, well, Marauder's fine, but I want to find the Izoni. The Izoni would be really, really fun later in the game. That's kind of, sure. Like I said, we're just kind of playing with our food now. I don't think we have to be too meticulous here. And, well, this is actually lethal, isn't it? 4 + 3 + 2 is 9, so let's go ahead and do this. Doesn't really matter here. No man lands, nothing else to worry about, and this is going to be a good game, but a really nice showing. Glarb helped us get to that Specter, and that was literally life or death. A cute little angle, I guess. How you doing here? Cute, obtuse, I don't really care what you are. We're here to beat you. Duress, that is really unfortunate. I'm going to get rid of my Confounding Riddle. Actually, I mean, we have a decent... Oh, I got an Urgent Necropsy, so that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and make the evidence a little more evident here with the Urgent Necropsy. It could be useful here if this is more like a Bitter Triumph deck. Could be lizards, I don't know, we'll see. Nothing yet. I assume they're going in for the Weasel just because of the Weasel avatar, but we'll see. Guess we'll just kind of swing in first. Whatever. Do we just drop the Goyf or should we go for the Gnawing Vermin? I think it's pretty much the Gnawing Vermin because they the Goyf, I'm only running 2. We got one creature. I'm only running 2 of the Goyfs here because I think a lot of times that's not a big deal. Cruel Call. I mean, we kind of called it. We called the Cruel Call from the Avatar, so that makes sense. But kind of the same thing with the Glarb. You don't want to overload the deck with Goyfs, in my opinion. But I think we're good here. I'm not gonna do anything here. We got the Overwhelming Remorse. We could actually just double block. I'm happy to do so. If they do any sort of weird tricks, I highly doubt that. I mean, they could just go for like a cut down or something, but actually they couldn't, right? They would need 2 forms of removal, so this is going to happen no matter what. Because the Gnawing Vermins are going to go for the -1/-1. Yeah. I'm absolutely ecstatic to trade here. We fill up our graveyard. We don't let that nasty Gruul Claw go through. Sure. Tap land's fine for now. So I'm actually going to go for the Goyf here. Let's do this and then we'll hold the 1 black. I'm not going to kick it. We're not going to kick it. I'm okay with just a 4/5 2-drop. That's fine with me. And then the Overwhelming Remorse, we can just cast for 1. See, it is what it is. But we do fill up the graveyard again. So like, is it really that bad? Not really. Oh, baby. Okay, let's waste absolutely no time. Overwhelming Remorse. Yeah, good God. That is, oof, that was... I'm gonna go for the Ruthless Negotiation, just in case they have like 2, like, you know, little things, Brotherhood's End, whatever. You could obviously, you know, make the case to hold up Urgent Necropsy. Okay, Cruelty of Gix. Oh, actually, we don't really mind that, right? It's not the end of the world. They get rid of the Harvester. We have a Marauder, but I can't risk this. I can't risk letting the Cruelty of Gix live. We have to just kill it on command. So we're just gonna go for the Urgent Necropsy. It's kind of you know, it's kind of lame. Just kind of like, you know, a 4 instant, casting this for 4 to instant at sorcery speed. Kind of gross, but like, I can't let them search their... No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Restless Fence, I think that's fine, especially because if they're not going to play their, whatever's in their hand, which is a land anyway, but if they're not going to play what's in their hand, we have a Ruthless Negotiation. Oh, that's actually really crappy. Alright, we get a Glarb. Alright, we get a Glarb. We're still alive, baby. Let's go for Glarby. And we get a nice land off the top and another Glarb, which is a little unfortunate. But let's go ahead and put, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm kind of just, I have to want to get used to it, to putting that stop at our upkeep, because sometimes I forget. So whenever I have Glarb out, I just do it automatically, even though it has, you know, just immediately. I don't even waste time. Bam. Okay, boom. We don't need another Glarb, so let's go ahead and do this. Glarb, getting rid of the other Glarb. Glarb is just a fun word to say. Let's get real. Glarb is a fun word to say. So I guess we'll get rid of that. We do have Ruthless Negotiation, but again, that is what it is. I guess oh, wait. That was actually kind of a little bit of a misplay, huh? Because oh, never mind. I was gonna say, we could flash in the Malcolm, but we can't cast the Malcolm because it's not higher than 4 mana cost. Okay. I think we're good here. So to end the turn, still kind of a grindier matchup here. Restless Fence, sure. Do your thing, do your thing. Yeah, I think we want to do this here, right? I mean, get rid of this. I'm a little. Actually, no, I'm not really surprised that they swung in here. I guess I can't really predict a Malcolm. I love Malcolm. I almost forgot that that stop at our upkeep, so almost forgot that again. Well, now that they have the infamous Cruel Claw, I think I am gonna want to go in for the Bitter Triumph. So let's just go ahead and keep it. Another Glarb. Oh my god, that's why I only like 3. I sound like an owl here, but I only like 3 of them. Definitely not going to discard my Hollow Marauder. So let's do this. And we're going to get a draw from the Marauder. So let's go in for Glarb. The Beanstalk's actually okay, right? I mean, that gives us a lot of card advantage. So I guess Hollow Marauder gets you to discard absolutely nothing. And then we just go for Beanstalk. Okay, I think I like that, right? You could, oh, and then we go Mark. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that really works out, man. There's, oh, and a Goyf. Okay, I think we're looking good now. All right, so a Goyf looking good here. I mean, that is a beefy Goyf, and honestly, like with the Remorse, I mean, like I don't like taking these shots from Restless Fence, but like I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Bronco's not that good later in the game, so whatever. 8 to 21. Do they have a card in their hand? I wish they did not. Oh, okay. Virtual Persistence is actually pretty bad. And I forgot the damn upkeep. Oh my god. Forgot to do it again. Oh, I'm so bad. Okay. Let's take a second. Let's stop being bad. I guess I kind of wanted the Goyf anyway, but like I should have still surveilled because you get surveil too. It is what it is. Oh, Specter of Mortality. Okay, well we do like that card sometimes. I think no, I don't know. Counter lands up here. I don't think we really like that because they're going to go in for the Virtue of Persistence. We know that. Is it really that bad, though? I could go for Specter of Mortality, remove all of the stuff in my graveyard, but then we kind of get rid of the Goyf, so I think I'm just going to cast it, take our draw from the Beanstalk, then I have to blow up the board and kill our own Glarb. So, like, there's nothing, no matter what we do, it's not looking great. So let's go ahead and do this. Another land. Don't really want to see that, but then we have Overwhelming Remorse. All right. Sure. We saw this coming 5 miles away. We do have some enchantment removal, but it's not exactly... It's kind of few and far between here, so... My turn, sure. Let's go for Glarby. We have our own Virtue. Okay, I think I kind of like this. Let's go for our own Virtue, and we'll just kind of like have a Virtue battle. I think we can probably win that way, so... Llanowar, let's go for this. Well, we want to be able to go in for the Virtual Persistence. Oh my god, Auto Tapper, you're so bad. Auto Tapper, you are the cringiest thing in all of Cringeville. Like, that is so cringy. Why would you not want me to have a black source left over? The Auto Tapper would have had me just have a blue and a green left over. That's so cringy. Virtual Persistence, let's take our draw. And then we can have the Overwhelming Remorse. Like, that is insane. Why would... Oh, my God. All right, so yeah, now that we have the Overwhelming Remorse, whatever they get back, I'm assuming it's going to be the Hollow Marauder. That's probably just, like, the most devastating card. But we'll be able to Remorse it. Yep, Hollowing Marauder, that's fine. I mean, it's not great. I'm gonna have to discard a land. I guess there's really no there's no rush to go in for the Overwhelming Remorse. I guess it should be the Reef, whatever, who cares? They also get to draw. Ooh, Carnosaur. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to Remorse the Carnosaur instead of the aforementioned Afflictions. Gonna get rid of my Glarb. Alright. So exile the Glarb, sure. Then we get to go in for the Overwhelming Remorse. It's gonna have to be the Carnosaur, because it's got Trample. Yeah, let's go and get our draw going. I don't think we're like out of it, but I'm a little nervous. This just has to be our own Hollow Marauder, right? So discard. It actually has like, okay, Gix's command. Okay, so I don't get to another draw because it was Here's the weird part. Like, I don't know if I want to. I kind of want to, but I kind of don't. I want to go for the Goyf. Let's go ahead and just draw. I don't think there's really that much punishment. We are kind of close. We have to be careful about decking ourselves out. I don't really want to kick the Goyf because that's just gonna, like, you know. I don't want to kick it. I don't want to kick it because that's just going to give them more toys to play with their Virtue of Persistence. So, Confounding Riddle, alright. Do I swing in here? I'm going to swing. Well, yeah, let's swing in here, right? Actually, that was a little bit hasty. Should I have swung in there? I don't know. I guess another, if they redo the... I'm having a little bit of buyer's remorse there. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. They're just going to redo the... Yeah, this is pretty devastating. Maybe I should have not have done that. Maybe I should be a little bit more mindful of the graveyard. Because like I think if they just reanimate like a Bronco or a Cruel Claw or a Bat, like it's not as bad. I think the Marauder was pretty bad there, so I do regret that. All right. See, because there's nothing in their graveyard. In our graveyard, I mean, they get a Glarb or something like that. So. All things considered, I really regret that. That was so bad. Why did I do that? Oh my god. Kind of cringe, but... I think at this point, I'm just going to go for the Goyf. I'm just going to... I don't know. Land. Man, we were playing pretty sloppy this match. I can't even lie about it. Kind of have nothing going on here. So I got a Confounding Riddle. There's just nothing to go off of here. I don't know. What do we do here? I'm gonna swing in. I guess I have to. They're gonna take the damage? Okay. Bang, bang. That's a little... Can't even lie, I didn't really expect that. I guess we're going for the Confounding Riddle. I mean, I have 8 life, so I have to be a little careful here. I'm gonna go for the Confounding Riddle. I mean, there's no way we just don't find anything, right? Oh god, that's close to nothing, honestly. Prowler, I guess we have no choice here. We kind of dug ourselves up here. I'm a little surprised they didn't block, but like maybe they are just kind of setting up for like a lethal swing here with the Restless Vents. There's the Izoni. Oh my god, I'm gonna take this land, but Mirix. Oh man, okay, I am a little nervous here. I don't know, man. Well, honestly, they only have like 3 or 4 creatures, so maybe Izoni's not the best, but I have to imagine. They take the Glarb? I don't know. The opponent's playing a little sloppy. I'm playing very sloppy. I mean, if I come out with a win here, I'll be very happy because I have no idea. I'm really surprised they didn't take Izoni. Izoni feels like a pretty scary creature right about now. So, Restless Fence. Sure. I mean, this isn't that bad. Definitely double walk in here. That's fine. Block. Down to, I mean, that's fine. And a Bronco. Yeah, this is not that bad. Like, I don't know. They could have put a lot more offensive pressure on me here. But with, oh my god, no way. So with their Glarb, that is actually really unfortunate. With their Glarb, which is now, you know, supposed to be ours, I think we're going to have to go for Specter of Mortality and just clear the board. Because that Shelly is definitely... That Shelly can't live. I think... Yeah, let's do this. Really unfortunate. I want to go for Izoni, but, like, that Shelly just really forced our hand here. We're going to have to go for this, and it's going to be X equals 5. It's going to blow up the board, except for the Specter of Mortality, but... I have no choice here. Ooh, Harvester of Misery. Okay, well, that's pretty good. Let's go for the Hedge Maze... That really, I mean, I guess I can't really complain too hard. Another maze, we'll get rid of that. But I guess I can't really complain too hard here, because, like, only 1 more Restless Vents. They can't really do lethal yet. Should I just go for Harvester of Misery? I think so, right? I mean, go for Beanstalk. I gotta be a little careful about my, you know. Sure. If I go for Beanstalk, I still have enough for a go for the throat. Getting a little cute here, but cute is what we aim for. Virtue of Persistence, we got to go for the throat. They got a Restless Fence. We got 2 blockers. If it's Shelly, I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised that they're not going for Izoni. Izoni's a nightmare. I think they're kind of giving us the game here a little bit. Because if they go for Izoni, they create 2 tokens with Reach. And I don't think I can be able to... I don't think I'm going to be able to bust through that. I really, really don't. So, I'm really glad they are not going for Izoni. I mean, my god. Restless Fence, sure. I don't think I really care. If I had Lethal on board, I'd go for the throat before they drew. But I guess we'll just kind of wait here. Like, if they had 1 less life, I would just probably go for the throw on the Shelly now, because I have Lethal on the back end. But since I do not, it's quite an easy let go. Because if they go for like a Drakazor, that's pretty nightmarish. But now that we know they don't, pretty easy go for the throat. I do not have any man lands, which is unfortunate. But let's go for the graveyard here. And I think it's time to go for Izoni. Let's go for our own Izoni here. Izoni, the center of the web. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and No, we were just getting started with Izoni. Nergon, hello, we're getting some Izoni action. We definitely need a lot of mana to be able to cast Izoni, so a little nervous about that, but I think we'll be okay here. Glarb can actually help us find some land. Between Glarb and the Prowler, oh, well, there's our land. There it is. Nevertheless, I think we should be okay here, right? We're gonna top deck a land here. It's all gonna be grand. We don't, because it's removal, but you know, honestly, removal versus red, you never really know if it's like the Boros deck or if it's like the, you know, obviously just like, you know, mice or something, but we'll see. If it is, whoa, Mind of the Meek kind of screams red or mice, so I think we're kind of looking okay here regarding removal. All right, what you got for me? Maybe I should have swung in case they have in case they have like a Swift Spear. Maybe you could make the case that I should not have swung, but it is what it is. I think this is fine. I mean, we're down on life here. I'm not going to swing. If they have a Swifty and they tap out, we could like block or something. I don't know. I don't think we really have to force the issue here. Heartfire Hero, don't love it. All right, let's see if we can top deck a land though. We're definitely going to need some land here. Let's do this. I highly doubt they go for Monstrous Rage. If they have Felonious Rage, that's pretty disastrous. But they do not, clearly. And then we go get a Blooming Marsh, and I know the thing is here, let's just slam down Glarb, but I'm telling you, I've played against the Slick Shot Show-Off about 483,593 times, and I'm telling you right now that you cannot let it go. You can't let it go. It's number 79, ranked number 79, Nergon, you're probably pretty apt, and you know how to play this deck very well, I'm assuming, so you can't just not hold up removal for it, so... Kind of sucky. I would love to be able to drop Glarb, but I'm telling you, you just simply can't. So we're just gonna sit here. It sucks. It really sucks. But like I said, we're just cannot let Mono Red go crazy. You just can't. You just can't. So they're not gonna do it. They know. Yeah, they know. Okay. Prowler. This is a little risky. I'm gonna do it. This is so risky, but I can't just keep missing land. I'm gonna do it and just hope that we get at least, and this actually is super risky because a lot of our, okay, we're good. So we'll say that, I mean, that was really risky because a lot of our lands are tap lands, especially by turn 4. So like, that was a little risky, but like I said, I don't know. I don't think I can just sit here and just miss land drops 2-3 times in a row. We're gonna have to be a little risky at some point. So we still get to hold up our dreaded removal, and now we're looking actually like really good here. We need one more land. If we can go for one more land, we can drop Glarb and still hold up the removal. So I think that's gonna be what we want to do here. I'm gonna start swinging in. I guess you can make a case we still should hold up back the Gnawing Vermin, but now that we're good because now we have 2 forms of removal on any given turn, and I think that's the way to play it. Sure. There we go. There's a land. This is I would still consider this like relatively risky. I don't think they're gonna go for the Foundry. I just don't think they really want to do that. So let's go in for Glarb. This is still relatively risky in my opinion. Not too risky. It's a little bit. We still have like a go for the throw. Obviously, we'd have to pay 1 for the black source, but that's completely fine with me. We got a Hollowing Marauder on top, not a big deal. But like I said, yeah, as long as you get the now that if we can survive one more turn, the I guess the snowball will really start to accrue in our favor, because what they're wanting to do is just go for a select shot show off and just start pumping it to the absolute high heavens. But if we deny them that, I think we're good. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, we're good. Game on. Still nervous. I'm still not feeling I feel decent. As long as we have one Emberheart challenge, that's fine. I probably, like I said, we will use Glarb to block. I will use Glarb to block 100%. So let's do this. That's fine. They keep, like, you know, if they keep using their mana in this regard, that means they're not going in for like a bunch of crazy pump spells. Land, Foundry, sure. Let's see if they want to attack. So they didn't go for the show. Oh, and they don't attack at all. Okay, so they don't attack at all. I think this is a pretty good spot. Let's just go for the throat here. Let's not get cute here. Just go for the throat. So go for the throat here. And I don't really want to untap. I know for a fact I don't want to untap the Glarb, because we're just going to need to keep it for the foundries and stuff like that. So I didn't even put a stop at my upkeep. We need the Glarb to kind of do its thing, but I don't know. You know what? Maybe we should just activate the ability. I screwed that up. I know I did, but whatever. It's kind of surveil. You know, land, it is tapped, but we could still have access to it, I guess. But maybe we should roll the dice. Yeah, we're playing a little sloppy there, but it's okay. I think I just want to guarantee my land here. I think that's fine. Yeah, because we definitely don't need a Marauder here, so a little upset by how I played that. I do want to get into Izoni. If we can go for Izoni eventually, we just get Reachers, but they do have Trample, so that up. Yeah, I mean, I can't. Let's. Oh man, I'm just a little sickening that I keep doing that. You basically just want to put the stop. Let's do this right now. You basically want to put the stop at the upkeep step, no matter what. Just because, like, you might want to. So, like, worst case scenario, you just say no. And I kind of screwed up in that regard. I think I've done that a few times in this video already, but it's not the be all end all. But like I said, I would like to have one more blocker, especially because Glarb has 4 toughness with Death Touch, and that's a premium blocker. We still have 2 forms of removal here. This is fine. I'm actually gonna double block here. Again, we have 2 forms of removal. I imagine they have at least 1 Monstrous Rage or something. Monstrous Rage. Okie dokie. Yeah, we could go for Harvester of Misery, try to do that, but then if they pump it again, then we just kind of waste removal. So, like, I don't really want to do that. Let's go for the Bitter Triumph. I'm gonna discard a card. Let's discard a card. And I'm actually gonna go for the Slick Shot Show Off. Well, no, this Foundry is the least menacing thing, so it's just gonna be the Show Off. And I'm gonna discard. I'm not paying life. I'm not paying life versus mono red. My life is the most important thing versus mono red. No way. No way, Jose. So, don't think, oh, there's a red Snakeskin Veil. Don't think so anyway. So the Slick Shot Show Off is going to go bye-bye. I am... Oh, man, it's close. It's just going to depend on what they do. So, okay. It's going to depend on what they do. If I want to use another removal spell. Shock. Oh. Sure. Fine. I want them to tap out, so they're going to damage. All right. Oh, man. I guess I'll just go for Harvester of Misery. Should I go for Harvester of Misery? Let's do this. If they do have a Monstrous Rage, that's the worst case scenario. It'll still die. Ah, okay. That does suck, but it'll still die because we get the Gnawing Vermin. Yeah, I think that's fine. We can live with that. It's fine. Maybe I should have triumphed here, but it is what it is. So we're back into that Glarb category, where do we want to go for Glarb? before we draw, and I think we probably do, but I don't know because it's so close. It's never great, but at least I wisened up here. Gnawing Vermin. Do we want the Gnawing Vermin? Guess not. The Ruthless thingy, we can go from the graveyard. We actually, it's worth noting, actually, we could have gone for Ruthless Negotiations, and then we could have double clutched it, and then got rid of both the cards in their hand, but because we have a Hollow Marauder, I think it's pretty much okay not to. I would love to go for Izoni. I think we're looking pretty good here. Yeah, I would love to go for Izoni, but because we can't hold up removal that way, I think it's a little better to go for Marauder and then just hold up Triumph. We're going to get our Izoni eventually, so let's do this, get rid of that. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I want to go for Izoni, but nah. Alrighty here. No green sources for our Prowler, but no green, no problem. We got Malcolm. Oh, that was a mulligan. Let's go ahead and give our opponent the friendly mulligan. Hello. Everybody needs a friend when you take a mulligan, because those things suck. So, hello. Yeah, I love the hospitality around here. Let's go for our Hedge Maze. We need plenty of land. I think we'll look okay here. Baker's Bane Duo. This is, I love the art on this thing. And it's so, so warm and cozy. I guess we could go for Prowler. Or flash in the Malcolm here. Yeah, I just love that art, so. I'm going to go for the Prowler here. Let's go ahead and just get a little bit of mill action going. We have 2 Marauders in our hand. We get 1. I guess we get 1 creature into our graveyard for our troubles. Oh, okay. I kind of like this. I kind of like this card. This card was a lot better in my opinion, like drafts. But I don't know. Could it be a force? That is trample. So I guess we will just chop block this while we can. Perhaps that was a little too hasty because we do have the Harvester. Yeah, actually. Well, they're probably going to buff it anyway. I don't know. It's fine. Well, let's not worry about that. It's a little ticky-tacky. So it does have Trample. It's going to get bigger. I could have blocked it and then used Harvester of Misery, I guess. Maybe that was the play, but it is what it is. I kind of do want to go for Malcolm, too, so... But maybe just go for Malcolm for the block, right? Maybe I just do that. I don't know. There's so many different angles here. I do want to kind of keep the Malcolm, but also the Malcolm... The Malcolm gets a creature into the graveyard by blocking, but the Harvest of Misery also gets a card into the graveyard, or a creature in the graveyard, so... Alright, a little nervous, yeah, so it is getting bigger. I'm a little surprised they didn't do that beforehand, but now we go for a Hollow Marauder, so I guess we kind of got there in the end anyway. Malcolm or Harvester of Misery. The problem with the Marauder, whenever I see the Marauder and the Harvester of Misery in the hand, oh, we'll get a draw. Goyf is fine. Honestly, the Goyf's pretty good because we might be able to use the Goyf to get bigger than their creature. Ooh, another one. Ooh, okay. Ugh, this is pretty stompy. I don't love this. I'm gonna go ahead and block this duo here. Another Marauder. I mean, we can go in for a Goyf and a Marauder. I mean, this is like okay, I guess, right? Let's go for the Marauder. I guess we could go... This is kind of gambling, though. If we go for a Goyf and then we kick it, I think we are just kind of gambling. And I don't really feel like gambling here. So let's go for the Marauder. Get them to discard their last card. But we're going to put them in top deck mode. Ooh, it's a Rotmouth Viper. Oh my god. That was... That could have been deadly. So let's go for the Goyf. And then now we can at least double block 1. Well, yeah, it's black. They don't have a single black source yet, so that's kind of weird. Yeah, they only have green, but they have the Viper, so it's a little odd. I'm gonna double block here. That can only kill 1. They were generous enough to drop the Forest. Now I don't even have to worry about anything. There's nothing to worry about. They can just eat the food. That's all that they can do. So I don't even have to worry about any sort of tricks. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for snakes. I guess we might as well go for Beanstalk, and then we can go for Marauder and a Malcolm. That feels pretty good. And like, so the only thing they can do is just eat the food. Nothing else they can do here. And I go for the throw. Okay. Woo, all right. I think we're looking pretty good here. Go for the Marauder. We're going to get 2 draws off this for the Beanstalk and the Marauder. And we get a Virtual Persistence just for a little pepper on top. Get a draw. Another Goyf. But yeah, I think I'm just going to go for the throw. Let's just do this now. Like I said, if they had a card in their hand, I could at least be worried about like a Snakeskin Veil or something, but because there's nothing in their hand, let's just do that. Now if they draw into like Protection, because like, you know, it is pretty stompy. Usually a lot of those decks do run that. So I'm not even gonna give them a chance to draw into Protection. We're just gonna kill it. And there it is. Yeah, pretty good showing.